Have you ever reflected on how much energy you use on an average day? Our lifestyle needs big amounts of energy. Did you know that producing and using energy is one of the most polluting activities? More than 75% of European Union's greenhouse gas emissions come from it. To maintain our living standards and take care of the climate, we need to find new, more environmentally friendly ways to produce energy. Also, we need to make better use of it. Nowadays, too much is misused or wasted. The European Green Deal wants to change how we produce and consume energy. It seeks a cleaner, decarbonized energy system. But does it mean that the current system will be transformed to lower its CO2 emissions and become more efficient? The energy sector aimed by the Green Deal will be cleaner, more efficient, affordable and reliable. For that, European institutions are revising current legislation and looking for new and greener energy sources like green hydrogen and renewable energies from the sea. One of the biggest challenges is finding cleaner fuels for our transport system. Just in Europe, transport is the source of around 25% of greenhouse gas emissions. The most popular means of transport are mostly driven by fossil fuels: cars, trucks and planes. That is why we need also to transform our mobility system and habits. The European Green Deal underlines the necessity of sustainable transport, environmentally friendly transport options that use fewer polluting fuels or that are powered by other energy sources. The Green Deal also notices that to make these options a real alternative, they need to be accessible and affordable. If only a minority of citizens can use them, their impact will not be meaningful enough. To achieve its objectives, the Commission has developed the Strategy for Sustainable and Smart Mobility. This document is the roadmap about how the current transport system can become sustainable, smart and resilient. The strategy points out different measures to reduce the current dependence on fossil fuels, increase the use of more sustainable means of transport, and charge polluters for their environmentally unfriendly activities. Will the energy and mobility transition have an impact on us, citizens? Sure, a new energy system will lower carbon emissions, but not just that. Connecting better the different energy sources and the end users will make renewable energies more accessible, lowering the dependence on fossil fuels. At the same time, with a more efficient energy sector, we will need less energy to do the same activities, and if we lower our energy consumption, we will also reduce the quantity of energy that needs to be produced. The energy transition will also reduce the price of energy. With more affordable power, energy poverty will be tackled. It will lower the amount of people that cannot use as much energy as they need just because they can afford it. This will improve the living conditions of many citizens. Thanks to the mobility transition, there will be a more and better sustainable transport options. Moving around in cities will also become a greener activity. This will contribute to the good health of citizens, less pollution, more active mobility like walking and cycling, and more alternatives to the use of traditional cars.